3, 2, 1, let's go. Hello YouTube, welcome to episode 9 of the Reggina Race. It's Damien and it's 2019-20 Series C. The season is upon us. We have done quite a big pre-season in terms of making sure we have a system that works, making sure that we have the players that can play the system. We've had some training injuries, as always, with the club here at Reggina. But I feel like we're in a good spot for this season. I feel like we have a system that I think suits the team. And I feel like we have the players that can at least do a job. And hopefully, we might be okay next season. If you look at the club screen, you shouldn't be able to see too much at the moment. But, when we get to the schedules, you'll see that pre-season's actually been very good for us. We get into the schedules here. We lost our first couple of friendlies to Saltarino Serie B side and PSV after we draw to this side, but we're playing a new system, and then the system really kicked into its own after we made a few signings. We beat Pro Bits in the first qualifying round. The second qualifying round, we beat Verona, and then in the third qualifying round we beat Venezia. Now Verona and Venezia are both Serie B sides. We beat Verona convincingly. Now look, in terms of the stats, and it might reveal the system a little bit, we are playing a diamond, but you know we'll get into that in a second. Look, very even game, not really looking to keep the ball in this system either. We just hit them on the break 3 times, it was perfect. Then against Venezia, a bit more of an even game, a bit more of a game where, you know, we're probably a little bit lucky to win, but I don't mind. That means that the episode after this and that next episode on YouTube is going to be the Capri game, as this will be the first time in pre-season that we can have someone for, we have someone for the Serie A to play, which would be awesome. In terms of what we did last night after the stream, is we finished the stream at about 1 in the morning, and we kept scouting until about 3 in the morning, looking to get some players, and we made some transfer signings, which has been awesome. There is one big out, and this is what we looked at. Roberto Marino, I've been saying to myself, look, we have to cash in for him eventually. I don't think he's growing that much at all, and I don't think he's ever going to hit the potential that apparently he has. So when, not Capri was it, it was Venezia, who we did actually end up playing in pre-season, or in the cup, so to say. When they came up and said, look, they negotiated from 200k to 425k up front, no fees, no nothing. I said, you know what, that's not a bad offer. We decided to take it because financially, look, we're in some trouble, yes, but, you know, we needed to make money for signings and stuff like that, and I'm going to change the budgets around a little bit later on in the save when it comes to making signings. What we did signing-wise, I said, look, we need certain players in certain areas for the system, so off we went. The first thing I said is we need a better left-back. Look, Monica's just very quick and is very decent at getting forward because of his pace, and he's young and he's got potential. If we can get him liking the club, and if he ever gets released by Sassuolo in a couple of years, he has a lot of potential to grow into, and similar to like Toulouse and Cucchetti, where if we can get him liking the club, Reggina becoming his favourite club, we can obviously then maybe pick him up on a free. That's my thinking behind that one. Anyhow, if we keep going into it, Zonta comes in as backup, and I think he's really good backup in the Carrillo role. Look, we had a training injury to Serge, we then had another injury to a centre mid, and today we even have missing both our centre attacking mids. What's new here at Reggina? We never have our full strength side out. When we do, we seem to be good. Zonta, just because he's 22, is under that 22-year-old limit. He has a little bit of potential about him. I think he's great physically playing in that Carrillo role. He's got decent tackling, you know, he's good technique, decent on the ball, decent passing. I feel like he's just a smart little backup option to have. The next two signings is where it's at. The first one I'm going to go is the Grandi Ngoy. Ngoy there as an anchor man looks absolutely sensational. Mentally, he can play the role quite well at this level. Obviously, he's got decent passing, good work rate in that. Got to remember, 10-11 passing is pretty good. He's also been capped as well internationally. And look, it comes from a host of sides. You know, Palermo on the Serie A, spent time at. You know, he played a couple of games in the Liga 2, which is a lot better. And the National Second B is about the Serie C sort of level as well, and played at a very good level there. So hopefully we'll be okay. A last player that we need to get to is Gabriel Moncini, and he's going to be in the advanced forward, partnering up Mohamed up top. Now look, it says 3-star ability, 4-star potential, right? We'll get into his stats in a second. You go to my assistant, who's far better, says that he has decent Serie A potential and he's pretty good for the Serie C. I expect this guy to have a big year, and if he can grow very well with a 23-year-old, and he's already growing right now in preseason, have a massive year growing wise, he could be a Serie B striker by the end of the year, could even turn into a Serie A striker in the future. I just like that 13 finishing, the 12 headering, great determination, good mentals, and you know, physicals are quite good. He's a perfectionist, someone that obviously we can do quite well with. I'm also going to try and get him at the moment to just try and blast his balls into the back of the net. Can't knock a ball past the opponent. It's also not too bad because he obviously got the speed for it at this level. But that's the team. Well, that's the signings, and this is the system that we're playing at the moment. As you can see, no shadow striker. Toulouse would normally play in that role, and he actually can play it quite well. His finishing knocks him down, but everywhere else, he's actually not too bad. And if he can learn that naturally, I think he'll be a very good player. Our backup player is actually one of our youth prospects. Is Fortuna, can play in shadow striker quite well, but he's on internationals at Cameroon's international. He's also a very good poacher / advanced forward because of his pace, and I feel like he is like Mohamed. He can do the job and do quite a role there. It means we need to put someone in here. However, this is the system. We're playing on a counter-flexible system of shape on flexible. I'm tempted to play on structured, but at the same time, left it on flexible, and it has worked. Slightly higher, a bit more closing down, way more direct, exploit in the middle, looking for the overlapping fullbacks and work the ball into the box, being more expressive. There is some player roles on some of the players as well, but playing on support instead of on attack, they don't bomb on massively, but our fullbacks do get into these areas and then look to whip balls back post, which has been working quite well. In terms of playing with someone in centre attacking mid, Torano can play there semi-well. Alessandro can also play there, and is probably a little bit more aggressive in terms of going forward. I actually think as a shadow striker he can do the job, and he will play today in this game here against, I think we got Catanzaro. It is Catanzaro. Our form has been good so far, and hopefully this first game of the season we can win. However, we have had a problem lately of winning first games of the year. It's been stemming since Liverpool save and stemming into now. So hopefully we'll be okay. We obviously don't have a full bench at the moment as well. There's 1 day left in the transfer window, but I wouldn't expect us to do anything at the Loris Zontante gets a number 23. I don't mind that too much. Would prefer my number 23 to go into something a little bit more influential, but Zontana can play there, and he does all right. We're actually playing 2 Carrillos. Usually we would actually play a box-to-box Serge, who's injured, would play box-to-box with David M, and Zonti would be on the bench. I do not mind the, obviously, the anchor man being the anchor man. Just going to go, so come on, guys, show me what you can do. First game of the season, let's get it underway with a win, and hopefully we can. We're going to get into the tunnel. I've picked the team which feels best chance of winning. Do not mind that. That's probably episode 7 just telling me that it's done editing. I haven't done any editing since last night because obviously we scouted instead. Look, I'll consider us outsiders. I'm just trying to take the pressure off the boys. Look, we want to get promoted, yes. This season, we're going to try and fly by. We will stream probably Sunday night. It was a busy day today. We got coaching in a bit. We then have Liverpool playing tonight as well, which I'm going out to watch. And then tomorrow's Father's Day. I got coaching, then got to go out for Father's Day. So then maybe after that we can stream. But we'll see. I wouldn't expect us to keep too much of the ball, but I expect us to zip the ball around in the middle of the park very quickly and look to exploit the spaces in behind with 2 strikers that are very good playing off the shoulder. So I wouldn't expect to see us playing in that very fluid, retain the ball, great big pressing system. Instead, I expect us to try and win the ball back as quickly as possible, which is great, and then just look to play forward as quickly as possible and try and zip the ball around and unsettle their defense by playing the ball around quickly. I've said all this, and nothing's happened here in the first half. What we are going to do is we're going to pause. I'm just going to tell the lads the last 5 minutes just to try and get creative and see if they want to work a chance right before halftime. It doesn't look like that it's going to happen here, and the half's going to tick away, and at halftime it's going to be 0-0 in what has been a very boring game. Would I take a draw first up? Look, it's not a loss, and that's what's been happening lately in the start of the season. There has been losses, so hopefully we will be okay. I'm just going to tell them I'm not happy though and get out there. We have players that can change the game off the bench if needed. However, we can also change the system to the 4-2-3-1 as we still got the players that play that system and still learning it, and there's players that can do it quite well. At the same time, though, I reckon this 4-1-2-1-2 system is the way to go. As we do get a highlight here, and Zonta's now on up, looking for Ngoy. Ngoy now finding David M. We're just very well at keeping it. Mancini takes a touch, gets tackled, gets clear, but only as far as Danilo, who puts it back to Alessandro, back to Danilo. See us zipping the ball around so quickly. Danilo's ball there. Alessandro in the header. What a save by Nordi. This also happened a lot on stream last night where teams made a lot of great, goalkeepers against us made a lot of great saves. As you can see, as the ball comes in here, we're going to put it on, behind the goal and sim it a lot slower here. As Danilo whips it in, we've got some players that are very good in the air. Obviously, Mancini and Mohamed are very good. But look at that from Nordi. Gets the hand up. That's a great save from the goalkeeper. Great animations as well. Need to see more of that in FM19, but, whatever happens, happens. Anyhow, Alessandro with the corner now, 49 minutes in. Hopefully it gives us the impetus to keep going and pushing forward for this winner. We don't even get to see the corner. Thank you, Football Manager. Anyhow, the game ticking away here. In terms of changes that we could make, Ontari could come on and play as a deeper line role. We could bring David M on as well. Maybe go with a little bit more of a central midfield instead of 2 Carrillos. We might do that now. Zonti's had a decent display, but not the greatest. David M's going to come in and play as a central midfielder on support. See if we can really support the front three here. And that's the first change we're going to make. Paolo Grossi will probably come on soon at centre attacking mid because he can play there quite well. But Danilo here on the ball is going to switch out to the other side looking for Monica. Monica coming back from injury as well. We loaned him in on injury. Gets David G. Monica wants it out on that far side, and he does. He can get forward here, the youngster. It's a good ball in there. Mancini, well, in the end, it was a clearance that's been sliced into Nordy's hands, and it could have gone anywhere. If it fell to Mancini, Mancini probably would have scored. He's been in decent form in preseason. Mohamed's the person that's been in great form at the moment. As Scivio wins the ball, but maybe Falcone can come forward. Gina Donato comes forward and finds Leonetti. Leonetti now on the ball here. Can we go out there and win at Mancini? He doesn't. Instead, Leonetti, and Mancini tries to step in again, doesn't. A chance to get a goal here. They've hit the post. Cucchetti didn't even make and trying to make a save there, and they hit the post, and off we go. 62, 63, 64 minutes played. Just defensively being solid, which is good for us. You know, we had a problem, obviously, not being great. Grossi's going to come on into this Saturday striker role. We're probably actually going to get him on advanced playmaker and support and just try and create something going on here. We're actually going to move off counter and go slightly more fluid and a little bit more attacking and see what we can do, because I wouldn't mind winning the first game of the season. In terms of making another change, we are going to get Mohamed off and bring on Ornetti as a target man on attack and keep Mancini out there as I think he's the better striker, and off we go again. Just going a little bit more aggressive and seeing if we can work something here. At the moment, though, not a lot happening in the system, but at the same time, we did build the system to be more defensively solid and no chances will come. And they have in every game that we've played in preseason. You know, our attacking ability is obviously quite good. We scored a lot of goals last year. You know, we've got Mohamed starting now. He had a very good year last season. Ornetti's now being used as a backup player. And look, the chances will come. And the chance has come here for Mancini, the boy over the top. And it's well wide. Another chance that we have to take. And be fair, we were taking him in the cup games, but not coming there. 79, 80 minutes played. And it's another highlight, Nordy. Can we get on the ball here and maybe win it and zip it back down the other way? The long ball, Mancini's header away. It's probably going to fall to them, and it does. Leonetti now. Can Mancini maybe get it over here and win it in here? Doesn't do it, but the ball there is not the best. And Stefano, who's now grown into probably our second best centre back, gets the ball, finds Mancini, who finds Ornetto. Ornetto's ball now into David M, finds Grossi now. Grossi, if he can find a ball, looking there to Ornetto, finds Mancini, who's there. Mancini puts it in the back of the net, but it's offside. I thought for half a second he might have been off, and he was. The flag was up, and as you can see right there, we've not long left. The goal was disallowed. We're now going to bring on Ontari there in the middle of the park and just bring him on as an advanced playmaker on attack and see if we can push another number forward and see if we can get the win here. Would have been a great moment for Mancini there to obviously get the goal late doors, but 5 minutes at a time, is there going to be a highlight or is it going to just tick away to a 0-0 draw? Look, I'll take a 0-0 draw. I'll take a clean sheet first game and we can build on that at least. Catanzaro had a decent year last year finishing in the playoffs, so it wouldn't be the worst draw in the world. But at the same time, though, I feel like we're one of the better sides in the league, and we were predicted to finish third this season. If we go, we probably should go through that as well. I'm just going to tell them, unlucky boys, it wasn't your day. A few of the boys seemed motivated. I thought we were good value to win the game, and obviously we didn't have our best of days, but at the same time, though, look, we're not playing our first team. Like, you're missing Toulouse, you're missing Serge, who's so important in this role here. So, you know, to have those players missing, you're missing Gianluigi Bianco. Well, when you mean missing, you know, bringing him off the bench is a more attacking option towards the late doors, bombing really on as a fullback on attack. At the same time, look, it was solid. It was okay. Before we leave you, though, for this episode, we will go into the season previews, as I forgot to show you. You know, we predicted to finish fourth. Lecce got relegated and won the league convincingly last time they were in the league back again. I feel like we're in a better spot, though, to really test Lecce out. If you look at our predicted lineup, they still reckon we're going to play 4-2-3-1. But if you look at the overall lineup, we still got Cucchetti, Toulouse as players that are meant to be one of the best in the league. And apparently Cucchetti is meant to be the best player in the league as well, and is tipped to win best player of the league, which I think is really hard as a goalkeeper on Football Manager. Anyhow, that's going to end the episode here. The next episode will be that Capri game. If you haven't already, check this out on Twitch. Follow us in the link below so you know when we do go live, as we do stream this save more live than not. However, the next couple of days there'll probably be a little bit more YouTube episodes than streaming due to us being busy. Also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook to see when updates, what's happening in the save, and so on and so forth. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, and thank you, YouTube, for checking out this episode. And as always, have a good one. Thank you and goodbye from Damien.